morning, Sean.
Ah, Julie, what do you have for me today?
We're going to be talking about indoor plants. Indoor plants give people a lot of grey hairs. Today we're standing in front of our gift decor shop at Hingham Nursery. A lot of lovely gifty things and things to decorate your home, and patios and ginger jars to furniture, etc. Anyway, we're going to be talking about indoor plants. Now, the big problem with indoor plants are two things. It's light and watering. Correct watering is important. Too much is just as bad as too little, if not worse.
Okay.
So I'm going to be showing you a clever pot called a styler pot, which helps you to water more correctly. And I also want to show you these plants over here. These are the ones that I've selected that are your best options for indoors. They can cope with low light conditions the best.
These ones on the floor here.
Yes.
We're going to be going through some of these.
Yes, so Dracaena family, Dracaena reflexa. You can get them in all sizes, tall to short. So that's a very versatile plant, and the dark green is attractive indoors. Large family, and a lot of them do well indoors. Reflexa's got a very nice dark green leaf and it's bushy. You can get them in all shapes and sizes, so it's quite versatile. Handles the reasonably low light conditions pretty well.
Okay.
Then we have a very popular table plant, this little spathiphyllum or peace lily, which is one of the few plants that at least will flower indoors. We have this philodendron, which I've included because it also handles low light quite well. If the leaves are all nice and shiny, that does make it look a lot more attractive. Now, you can buy leaf shine, which is good for some plants. It's listed on there what it's not good for. You can even use milk just to dust off the leaves, and it leaves a bit of an oily residue which makes it look shiny. Then we have a couple of palms. The Kentia palm is a very good low light palm. It's a single stem palm, but they plant here sort of 4 or 5 in a pot, so it gives you a nice full look, and that's great if you're looking for something a little bit taller. And then we have the Raphis palm, which also gets taller, but they're a bit hard to come by and tall. But that also copes pretty well indoors, and it's nice and lush and dark green. This is also the Dracaena family, Dracaena compacta. That's a nice, attractive looking plant, and if you shine up the leaves, can look really gorgeous.
Oh,
you see, as I shine it up with just the water, you can see how it makes it look nice.
Oh. Oh.
So now what I want to show you is the styler liner pot, because if you don't have one of these, then you need to stick your finger in the soil. It's no good just sort of lightly touching the top. You must get your finger dirty, get it in the soil, and it definitely mustn't be soggy.
Okay, it must be soggy.
So ideally, if you can, if your pot is not too heavy, it's nice to be able to take your plant, put it under a tap and soak it, and then let it stand. Now, don't take your plant from the indoors and then go stick it in the bright sunlight, because you might burn the leaves when it's been used to the shade. But take it onto the patio or somewhere shady and let it drain nicely. Once it's drained and the water's not running anymore, you take it back inside. If you do the watering with little bit, the problem is that part of the root ball gets water, and the rest, if you actually took that soil away, you would see is just dry soil. This is not good, it stresses the plants.
Okay.
But if you use one of these styler liner pots, firstly, it has a plug that you put in the hole at the bottom. So this means that when you put the styler liner into your nice basket that you've bought from Hingham Gifts and Decor, it won't get damaged, and it won't go through onto the tiles in your lounge. Then you have this tray at the bottom. Now, the concept is that the water sits down here, so you've got this much water sitting at the bottom like a reservoir, and the plant sucks from that. If you put too much water and it starts going higher up in the pot, your pot has now got wet feet. Now, along with this comes this pipe, and this is the thing that you're going to use to check the water level. So there it sits, and it's got a little cap. And what you do is you just check with this dipstick like you're checking the oil in your car, and this dipstick hits the bottom If you pull it out and it's showing a little bit of water, then you don't add more. When the water level's very low, like there, then you can start to add water. But if your water level's showing up here, you've got too much. You water,
Okay.
you can water down the pipe.
Oh, you water down the pipe. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That is actually awesome.
Yeah.
So that's where you throw the water. That's where you,
Yes.
you need to water your plant. You just water it down the pipe.
Yes, because
Okay.
then you can just keep checking with the dipstick that you're not putting too much. When you first plant your plant in here, ideally you could leave the plug off, soak the plant with water, leave it outside, let it drain a little bit, and once it's finished running out, then plug it. Then you would know that you're starting off, because it all works by osmosis, where the root, water draws water. So when the root ball has got water in it, it sucks more as it requires.
Okay.
But if you're starting with a dry root ball, that whole system is upset. Now, the other thing about indoor plants is feeding. It's not the be-all and end-all. First, the watering and the light is more important. But to make your if they're coping with the light and you're getting the water right, then if you feed, they will look healthy and happy.
Oh, thank you, Julie.
You
That's
can
awesome.
use nitrosol. That's one that's not smelly, so it's quite a good food.
What do we expect from you next week?
Sean, I have not decided.
That's this idea. I love coming here, Julie. It's awesome. Can't wait for next week. It's a surprise. I don't know what you had for me this week, and next week is going to be even bigger.
Okay, Sean.
Thank you. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.